Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. So I just want to say before the video begins that this video was inspired by killing revs for 30 hours, and if you still haven't seen that, check out the description below. And with that being said, with the release of revs coming into Old School RuneScape, I did notice that a lot of dragon and a lot of rune items were being dropped by these revs, and as many people that were there, I had to just assume that they were going to go down in price. So I did assume that, and I went into the Grand Exchange on a few different accounts, this account and one other, and I started buying a decent amount of three main items: dragon medhelms, dragon longswords, and rune plate legs. And I wanted to see with a decent amount of cash just how much we can buy and just how much we can do with it, and simply taking advantage of a new update. So that's what this video is, and a big shout out to everyone around me. A lot of people saying good content, and I do appreciate all the very nice support from all of you, so thank you very much for that. And yeah, let's get into the Grand Exchange, and let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about first. So if we look at a dragon longsword on the 07 wiki, it currently sits at 60k high alch value, and of course it's from a quest, and you can buy it from that quest for about 100k. So the ideal price of this weapon when it first came out was 100k, and it's sat at that price for a very long time. But now, as the new weapons come into the game, not many people are using a dragon longsword. If you do, I think you have a problem. And honestly, the reason for this video is because dragon longswords are going down in price simply because they're not as popular as they once were. So I took advantage of that, and here we are at the Grand Exchange. And if we look at what we've done in the past 2 days, I basically bought all of these dragon longswords in under 2.5 days for 500 GP below high alch value. And if we go into the Grand Exchange and we take out one of these dragon longswords that I purchased for 59,500, and we take one of them and we just go and high alch it, which we can do right away, we receive 60k. So we used one nature rune to do that spell, which was 211 GP, and we made about 500 GP from it. So rounding down, we made about 300 GP from a high alch, and we also got 65 magic XP. So what that means is not only did I get free magic XP, but I actually made money by getting magic XP, which is incredible. So I thought to myself, why not do this on a few different items? So as you can see here, we did buy a decent amount of dragon longswords, just about 600 total, and we're making about almost close to 300 GP profit per dragon longsword that we alch. So we essentially make over 150k by casting 500 high alchs, and the only downside to that is that this does cost a lot of money to do. 300 longswords was 17 mil, and you know, all the other hundreds was just more mils, 5.9 mil for every 100 that we bought. So I understand that not everyone can do methods like this, but I do think it's important for people to know that if you do have a low level account that needs to get their magic up and you do have a decent bank, then always look to simple things like this. And you know, I'm a max main, so this method isn't really that ideal for me. You know, something to do while training agility, I guess, and you know, we can make money from it. But if we go on a different account, and this is where I get to another point, and this is where having multiple accounts in Old School RuneScape really comes in handy, because there is a Grand Exchange limit for every account, and there's also a limit on the slots that you can use in the Grand Exchange. So it's always nice to have another account that's ready to purchase more things if you need to. And if we look in the Grand Exchange on this account, we have all of these ready and bought already. So we have another 600 dragon longswords that we're going to high alch, and that's another 150k profit at least. And then I went with rune plate legs, which I bought for 38k with 1 GP to make sure that I get priority on everyone else that did it for 38k. And we are going to be high alching those for 38,400 GP each. So you can be a free-to-player and take advantage of updates. You just have to know exactly what to look for. And obviously, I know the dragon longsword may have seemed a little bit demotivating because not everyone can afford them, and the buy limit is a little bit ridiculous. But I can assure you, on rune plate legs, it is much better. And it's just nice to know that with money and with other accounts available, taking advantage of updates can also make you money and earn you XP as well. I know this wasn't anything crazy. Like if I had maybe 10 times as much money as I did and I waited a few more days to maximize my item count on all of these noted items, I could really show you guys the potential with this. So this was not exactly a big wow video, but it was a decent idea and a decent theory, I guess, that if you have a lot of money and if you have a decent amount of accounts, that, you know, you can make a good amount of profit just by running these accounts and taking advantage of when items go down in price. Not to mention, I'm sure that I missed out on a lot of other items that this has affected in the past that a lot of people have taken advantage of, but it's nice to release a video like this to let you guys know that there are things like this that you can do that are a little bit irregular, that you can do to save money and also make money and get XP at the same time. Even if it's just magic, it's always nice to know. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to get to high alching all of these and make my money back, as well as get some free XP. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time. And until then, Mr. No Sleep, out.